Hi, I'm Dave,
And I'm Mike.
and we really love the Myers-Briggs.
Absolutely adore the Myers-Briggs.
Yes, we eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Absolutely we do.
If it was on a bagel, oh man, good stuff.
Absolutely, we love it.
So, I'm an INFJ, and Mike's an ENFP.
Yes, I am.
And I'm going to ask him questions about an INFJ and how it affects you as an ENFP,
Yes.
or what you think about it.
Sure.
Okay, so, Mike, as an ENFP, what do you... We'll start off general. What do you think of an INFJ?
Well, that's very easy. I've loved every INFJ I've ever met in my life.
Aww.
Yeah, it's true. I think an INFJ ENFP is a great combination. Any combination, whether it's friendship or lovers or brother or sister, anything. It's really a great combination. And really, what speaking as an ENFP, what I like the most is the relationship itself. There are other personality types that I actually find as an ENFP more fascinating. Because ENFPs love novelty. Okay, we love novelty. Okay, and there might be actually personality types I find more fascinating, but the relationship is always best, or one of the best is within an INFJ. The relationship is always good. What I like best, that's the relationship. As an ENFP, I like the relationship with the INFJ. It's always a great relationship. Even when it sucks, it's still great.
What do you think that is?
I think it's because it's the proper balance between similarity and differences. Since we're both NFs, we have the core values. So we're not going to argue about authenticity and enthusiasm and romance and metaphors. We both get it. And at the same time, though, I'm an extrovert and a perceiver, and you're an introvert and a judger, and we complement each other. So we complement each other as extrovert, introvert, and you always want an extrovert. You always want with an introvert. You always want that combination. That's the world according to Mike, but I really believe that. And you want the J and the P. I think the J and the P being opposite is good because I think that allows for different points of view to be presented to the other. The other person can present a point of view that is different and helpful, but at the same time can trust that it's coming from those core NF values.
Yeah.
So for example, you're gonna make more judgments, may have more direction, make sharper decisions. But I can trust those decisions because they're coming from NF values. They're not coming from like SJs or SPs.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's coming from NF, so I can trust it. And you can do the same. You may need more options. Your J may stuck you in only one choice or one option or one way of seeing a problem. I can present multiple points of view, and you can trust them because they're all coming from NF values.
Oh, and I feel bad about the SP thing. Yeah. They're all good. They're all good. More just annoying than others.
That's right. Caring about feelings, Dave.
I love feelings.
That's right, as an INFJ. What I like specifically so that's about the relationship. What I like specifically about the INFJ is the depth. When you're talking to an INFJ, you're always talking to a person of great depth. There's no shallowness. There's no such thing as a shallow INFJ, no matter what. You may not always get to that depth, because sometimes it's deep.
Yeah.
Like marinara straight deep. Like you need a submarine with lights and,
And Cthulhu's down there.
Yeah, it is deep. So you may never get to the depth, or you may get to the depth and not know what the hell you're looking at, but it's very deep. There's no such thing as a shallow INFJ. I think that personally attracts me the most. I'm humbled by it because I have to realize as an ENFP, I am not as deep as an INFJ. That's not saying we're not deep, but we're also, ENFPs have a shallow side too, and we're certainly not as deep as the INFJs. There's no ENFP that's as deep as an INFJ. There are ENFPs that wish they were and would like to pretend that they are.
Do you wish you were an INFJ, Mike?
No, I don't wish I was an INFJ, but I wish I was as deep as an INFJ.
All right, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so, what would you say is the hardest thing things that rub you the wrong way when it comes to INFJs?
Okay, I have something very specific for this. This goes way back.
Oh.
Okay, lots of things. And this is mostly I'm obviously coming from the position of an ENFP man dealing with INFJ women. So this is about relationship stuff.
No.
with women, with the opposite
Well,
sex.
we're NF, so of course it is.
Yeah, right. So it's not necessarily something specific to like you and I.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're gonna know what you should know what I'm gonna talk about. My real thing that I because I don't know how to get around it is the INFJ. All the things that are gonna go wrong with this relationship list. Okay. So here's what happens. Okay, and it's particularly tough for an ENFP, is that you go out with an INFJ, and you have a great time. You talk about all sorts of wonderfully deep, emotional, serious conversations, and it's fun because INFJs laugh at ENFP jokes, as opposed to the other types. They don't always laugh, but INFJs always laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Been laughing all throughout this.
I know, it's true. That's right. So you have this great time. And INFJs have a great time. You give them a time that they never had, a great time that they've never had before. And then I don't know what it is with you INFJs, but you go home and you make here's all the reasons why this relationship can't work list. Okay? You immediately start. Like, you get out of the car, you kiss goodnight, you go in the house, and you start writing this list. All the reasons why a relationship with an ENFP or Mike or whatever, it's just terrible. And you make this long list of why it's going to work. You're already sabotaging it right from go. Okay?
It's true.
It is true. Don't deny it. It's not like this is my first INFJ. Now, was this really bad for the ENFP? Okay, you need to know INFJs. This is really bad. Remember this if you date an ENFP woman, Dave, because the ENFP went home and made the opposite list. All the reasons why this relationship's going to work. It's great. The INFJ, ENFP, the stars are aligned. It's Valentine's Day. Everything is just wonderful. It's cosmic, and all is working together. The metaphysical forces of the universe. It couldn't possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
And then we see you or call you or email you or something, and we're ready to show you this great list. And what do we hit? This wall of, here's why I'm not seeing you anymore. Boom, this list. And what's worse is, because we're P's, we look at the list and we think, okay, that's negotiable. We could work around this. We could change this. I could work. We'll meet you halfway. But no, the more we do that, the more solid you become on the list.
I will admit we're envious about your positive list. That's always great.
It's a fantastic list. We work on it so hard and we're so happy. We can't wait to share it with you. And the positive list, you just toss. That goes right down the toilet every time.
Well, I can guarantee you we work at least twice as hard on the negative list.
Yeah, that's... Okay, so here's what I think. This is the world according to Mike.
What's the point in that?
Is that the INFJ... You should make this list. I understand why you want to make this list. You know why? Because you don't want it to be wrong. And you're very scared about making a wrong choice. And one thing that's true about all the NFs, when it comes to love, we're high rollers. Stakes are high. So we're not just fooling around.
Like what Rumi said.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're looking for soulmates. We're not playing games here. So I understand that INFJs want to be perfect and want it to be right. My advice is, when you're dating with the other types, you make that list. But if you're dating an ENFP, don't make that list, because it's a great match. It'll work. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Don't make that list with an ENFP. Or make it if you have to, but then put in a draw.
What about an INFP?
What about it?
If an INFJ and an INFJ.
Yeah, make that list.
Make that list?
Yeah, make that list. Yes.
Right.
And then tattoo it to the inside of your eyelids so that even in your sleep you're reading it. Okay? Because,
now, why would that be, Mike?
That's because that's a bad match. But the INFP, that's another video for another day.
Yes.
But, okay, so so in review, my problem is the INFJ is quick to toss out the ENFP. And you shouldn't do that, because you're really missing out on a great, great, great relationship.
And is there anything else you would like to add to tell the world, or at least
about INFJs?
Yes, the YouTube world of INFJs.
Yeah, a bunch of things, I suppose. I guess the most important thing I guess you should know about. I guess the most important thing you should know about the INFJ is that they even though there's a part of them that's very lighthearted and fun, whatever they're taking seriously, they're taking very seriously because of their depth. So they may have some cause that they're taking extremely seriously, or some sort of action that they're taking very seriously, or some sort of attempt at being authentic at life, like your poetry, that they're taking very, very, very seriously, and they're not going to think it's funny if you make fun of it or tease them. Okay, they're touchy. INFJs are touchy. Even you, Dave.
Yeah, I know.
They're touchy. They're the touchiest of the NFs, and that's saying something, because boy, we're all touchy. All right, that's it.
All right, take it easy.
Thank you.